All right, we're gonna build a basic flying machine. Now that Fortnite's got the seats in here, we can turn left and right, which is essential for flying around. And I didn't like flying around, having to break an engine to turn, break another engine to turn the other direction. But that's what we got. But now we have seats, so if you guys want to build a basic flying machine, I got you covered. We're going to start off by popping off these small car jacks. These things will be good for holding our base while we get this thing going. Then we're going to go switch over, and we're going to use the medium dynamic foundation here. Pop that guy right up top there. Slide her forward. Perfect. Now we're going to build some stairs because we want to be able to walk up here. I like to use the rustic stairs. They got this nice little flat platform here. We got that. Now we're gonna make this thing look like it's got some wings. And come over here, and we're gonna use the vehicle base number 7 for 6x2. I like this one. So we're gonna put it towards the front. Doesn't really matter exactly where you put it because, yeah, this is just up to your own preferences. If we could just get it to come off to the side here, we'd be all right. Perfect. And we're gonna do 2 of those so it looks more like it's flying. Whoa, don't you tip over. Oh well. That's not the end of the world. Because I can build anything sideways. It's just a little trickier to line everything up, but we did a good job, so there we go. That's all lined up. We're still a little sideways. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's okay. You guys don't want it to be sideways? I understand. I'm sorry. Pull this guy out. Center it up. Pop a couple on the back for the rear. We might as well just go ahead and get rid of this dynamic foundation here. Or not the jack stand. Because we're not going to need that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to have some nice landings, right? Nobody wants landing. So we're going to use the small simple wheels because we're not going to be doing any kind of directional stuff. So we'll just pop that guy on there. Pop that one on there. Excellent. Looking pretty good. You got to be able to land, you know. Now it's going to roll away from us, which is fine. No big deal. Break this guy. Get it out of our way. Get out of here, stairs. Well, now it's not looking much like an airplane, is it? It will in a second. We're going to need to get a chair because you can't fly an airplane without a chair. We're going to push this chair forward just a little bit. We're going to have it right up next to the wing there. So it's 1 brick over the wing. Just like that. And it's going to be off to the side, which is nice. You can bring it in the center, but we don't want it in the center because we want people to fly with us, right? So we're going to put this chair 2 spaces away from it. 2 spaces away from it, but even. So now we're looking pretty good, right? Our flying machine's going to need to go and carry materials because we play in survival mode. You guys can use whichever chest you want. Obviously, the simple chest is the easiest one to make with 5 planks. But in the other map, I've got good stuff. So I'm going to go with the grand chest. Pop this chest on the back. And we got a chest now. So we have lots of storage. It's starting to look pretty good. Starting to look like an airplane now, isn't it? So now we're going to put some thrusters on this bad boy because we want it to move forward. Go back over here. Go all the way down to the bottom. We're going to put some small thrusters on here. I like to go all the way out and then bring them in. So we'd start here where it's got 1 hanging off. Then we go 1, 2. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Go all the way off where it's just 1 hanging off, then come back in, 2, and those are even now. Now we're going to put some large thrusters on the back because we want to go forward and we want to go fast. So we'll do that right there. So it's just over to the side. This one might be a little low. Looks pretty dang even to me. It's not though. It's not even. And if it's not even, it flies sloppy. And flying sloppy, not good. We want it to fly straight. How's that look? Did I just put it in the exact same spot? Oops, I did. Jeez, Trick, what are you doing? You're supposed to be helping people. That looks more even. Excellent. Well, now it'll go forward, but it won't go up. And we want it to go up. See, forward's easy. But we want it to go up. So up is tricky. Because up you need balloons, but you also need thrusters to go upward. So we're going to grab over here in the pillars section. We got these little small rustic beams. Turn that guy sideways. Pop it right there. Spin this one around. Pop it right there. Now theirs are both even. I'm gonna do that to the back too. Spin it around. Getting this one to line up is always fun. Perfect. Now those are all lined up. Yeah, depending on how high you want to go, just depends on how much thrust you want to put into this stuff. So how crazy you want to do it, that's up to you. I'm going to use the rustic floor. And we're going to go one off there. We're going to line that one up there. I think we're going to go with, what do you guys think? 2 small jet engines. One off the front. Line that guy up. It doesn't matter exactly where you put these. I have them off by 1 and off by 2, and that's just so we can put an engine under here, which we will do in a second once we get some balloons on this thing. So if you want to fly really high, you need big balloons, or lots of small balloons, or lots of thrust. I am going to go with the small balloons because they are less intrusive. So put 2 small balloons on here. Then we're going to go put these guys on the back, and we're going to kind of pop them to the front, because then it'll give it a little bit more stability. Now, if we want to take off, we can take off, but you don't want to do that yet. You want to go take your wrench, and you want to go over here, click this guy, and you want to take that off of channel 3 and put this one on channel 1. Channel 1 will be your left. Then we'll go over here. Take it off of 3, put on channel 2, boom. Now all of these guys will be on channel 3 by default, so you're fine here. So we want to go up. This is not going to be enough to get us to go upwards, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a small balloon right up here in the front. Doesn't really matter how even it is or anything, because it's lifting that guy up for us. So now that it's lifted up, we can go over, put some small thrusters right under here. If it's going to lift it up high enough, get under there. There you go. Your character is in the way. Well, I'm sorry, my character is so cool, and he likes to be in the way. There we go. And we're going to put that on the far side there. Bring it in just a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Bring it in just a little bit. Perfect. Now we got some upward mobility. Break this. Get out of here, balloon. Now we're going to put one on the back, do the same thing so we could raise it up. Now the rear end is high. Go back over, get a small engine. I'm going to put that one closer to the inside. And a second one there. Look at that. Now we got some thrusters on the bottom. Now, if this thing doesn't fly high enough for you, you can always put more balloons on it. The problem with balloons, though, is they, if you're in survival mode, they take a lot to make. That's why we use the smaller ones and the thrusters, because this will land back down on the ground in most instances, so it won't be just flying way up in the air. And got our balloons, got our upward thrusters, got nothing in our way. We're ready to go. Now we're up, and we're flying. Now, if you don't want it to pull up like this, you can take a thruster off the back, but I like it to pull up because then we can, at least get up the hills, because getting up the hills is important. And we're good. So we can just keep flying this guy. We can go anywhere we want now. We're ready to... This is a good flying machine. Pretty easy to build. It's got lots of storage space, some space to stand on it. Landing this thing is a breeze. You don't even have to be in it. You can just stand on here and it'll just go straight down. It's got the wheels on it for some cushion. Look at that. What a smooth landing. Now you're like, well, Trick, how do you take off? You got trees in the way. Very simple. We're going to go ahead and go to our right. So we just hit the one thruster, line her up, and start to go. I hope you guys enjoyed that simple tutorial on how to build a basic flying craft that you can bring a friend with. It's good to go get materials with, because you got this big old chest on the back. Now, if you wanted to, you could move these seats up just a little bit, move them up one or two things, and then you could fit two chests sideways on here. Let your imagination run wild, man. That's what this is for. But there's our basic flying machine. You guys are ready to go.